what it was. Y'all know who it is, and you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge yourself, and I figured I'd put y'all down with a little cosmic insight this afternoon. And say, man, it's still hump day, so we're going to stay off in this Venus series, but to close it out, we're going to bring it home. So this right here, this a little something about those people that have Venus and Taurus in their natal chart. And before I even go there, as I do every single time, I'm going to bring y'all a little bit about Venus in astrology and also give a quick breakdown of the sign of Taurus in astrology. So let's get it cracking, right? What is Venus? Venus is the second planet from the sun. Matter of fact, it's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically. It rules over the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the 7th and the 2nd houses of the zodiac chart. So for me, y'all, as I always say, Venus is all about pleasure, and especially pleasure shared with somebody else in particular. This planet concerns itself with love, romance, harmony, money, marriages, business partnerships, and beauty. Yeah. Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness, and also at the same time teaching us to love and appreciate the shit that we possess. It's about the arts and each one of our individual sense of the aesthetic. It's about what you find beautiful. It really wants us to indulge our senses and revel in the beauty of the universe. And for me personally, it's inextricably linked to culture, charm, and grace. And wherever it shows up, it's going to bring a touch of class. It wants us to get the pleasure we derive from our possessions, and luxuries of any kind are going to be pleasing to Venetian energy. It really wants to deal with the exquisite. And as I always say, fucking with Venus, it's an extremely sensual, not necessarily sexual, but an extremely sensual world. And so, what is the sign of Taurus? Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac. It rules over the 2nd house. It's ruled by Venus, and it lords over the throat. Its symbol is the bull, and its mantra for me is, I have, or I possess. This is fixed earth, y'all, and Taurus energy is all about rewards and what we each place value in. Whereas Aries is kind of all about the love of the game and the spirit of competition, Taurus is all about loving what the game can give us and what we can get from it. Think physical pleasures and material goods and reveling in delicious success. Yeah, that's Taurus. This energy comes from the energy that comes from the Venetian bull. It's quite tactile with a tender, slightly sensual touch. Wherever Taurus shows up in the chart, it's going to seek to bring comfort, especially that which we derive from surrounding ourselves with the shit that we find pleasing, soothing, and beautiful. Albeit stubborn as it comes, Taurus wants you to have the good in life, and all its guises too. Whether you've been given a game or you done it self-made, it really wants us to value all that we possess and use what we've been given. Okay? And so, what about the people that are born with Venus and Taurus in their natal chart, huh? First of all, as I said a minute ago, Taurus is ruled by Venus and is really at home here, and Taurus loves home. So this is really one of the most auspicious placements of the whole zodiac in itself. These are solid people who really desire a solid and genuine love above all else. And they're going to be fairly cautious and reserved in their approach to shit, especially love situations. So they ain't the type to rush into shit. They ain't the type that's going to rush into any situation. They got to feel it out first. I'm also going to put you up on game right now that Venus and Taurus people absolutely ain't about all that drama at all. So if you come with that, just exit stage left now. Remember, back in the day, when motherfuckers was always talking about going steady, where that's kind of the type of shit they always on. They want to go steady. Taurus is steady energy. And so this is a steady love. It's going to take them a whole minute to feel sure about people. But once they do decide to fuck with you past the surface level, fixed earth is going to jump 10 toes down. And it ain't going nowhere through thick and thin. And that's just what that was. And although they're typically more shy and reserved, or they like to play coy real good anyway, when the double power of Venus manifest physically through the earthy Taurus, y'all. There ain't no hiding the fact that in everything they do, they kind of ooze this simmering sensuality. And they love to bond themselves through tactile pleasures like massages, deep kisses, groping, and boatloads of foreplay. Indulging their senses is what it is for them. And, if that's what you about, man, you here for the time of your life. On the flip side, though, Venus and Taurus motherfuckers, can be extremely possessive if they're provoked, they're gonna scare the shit out of a lot of motherfuckers with a furious rage. But hey, you fuck with the bull, right? So now here comes the horns, and you got to deal with that. Even then, I'd even say though they're definitely marriage material, cause that's what the fuck they want more than anything else. They're definitely some of the most down and enduringly devoted people that there are. And if they feel like they're being disrespected though, they're out. But if they feel respected, hey man, they're down with you no matter what. And nothing turns them on more than the thought of a beautiful home and a gorgeous partner that's going to be forever down with them. And they're going to be thinking about all that touchy-feely shit and rubbing your back when you're standing by them. And, just being there for you in a solid way that really only Taurus can, man. This fixed earth. And whether it be a platonic or romantic relationship, they're going to want their interactions to develop organically. But the weight of their heart is always going to be through their senses. And, that means meaningful little subtle gestures or overt displays of PDA. They with all that. They want to feel. On another note though, Venus and Taurus people really like silence a lot. And they know the value in it. So they usually, want to stay the fuck away from loud and crowded ass places if they can. So you ain't gonna catch too many Venus and Tauruses in the club. You know what I mean? That's not where you're gonna find one of them at. They're extremely self-contained people. And that's pretty much the same type of friends that they are gonna value themselves. They like to chill and kick back without all the extra shit in a soothing environment with all the exquisite libations, beautiful company and a little plush jazz spot, in the basement of a laundromat, that only the exclusive and the initiated are invited to. Like I said, this is a sensual placement. Not necessarily sensitive, but definitely sensual. And when they're in love, it's like Janet. They want to touch you, taste you, feel you, kiss you, hug you, They want to feel it. It has to be tangible. And boy, is it if you give it to them, because they're going to bring it to you in return. Touch you in the deepest spots. And their steady nature is going to make them an excellent shoulder to cry on. And they're able to pull friends out of the doldrums with solid advice and sound humor that's always beautiful if you need it too, man. Like I said, a Taurus individual, wherever Taurus is, it's going to bring a solidarity. So this is a solid love. This is a solid partnership where they back and they down you. Like I said, this is an auspicious placement. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna be down with you like a Venus and Taurus person. I can say that. Another thing is with Venus at home and grounded and empowered here in this fixed earth of Taurus, the sense of determination coupled with the creativity that they got can make them rise to a virtuoso level in anything that they decide they want to fuck with, extensively. And I've also observed that something about this placement makes motherfuckers have the most melodious voice. And so they make just exquisite singers and poets. Like their voice is hypnotic. A lot of them. Also, these natives have an inherent love of nature, and they're going to want to get out into a beautiful nature spot and a quiet spot as much as they can. And they're probably absolutely going to love to get down and get their hands in the dirt and do some gardening. That's a real good release for these people. And for all of y'all that do have Venus and Taurus, my advice for y'all is that, it's going to naturally center around that possessive shit. Cause I don't give a damn what you done invested in the relationship or how down you are yourself, you do not own nobody, man. And bro, that female, she grew that kitty cat. So she can give it to whoever the fuck she wants to give it to. That motherfucker only on lease. So sit your tender dick ass down somewhere. And the same goes for y'all females, man. Let a motherfucker be free to love y'all. Cut that shit out, man. Let somebody love you the right way. Hey, there's been some priceless knowledge itself. I don't care where you got Venus at. I don't care where you got Mars at, Mercury at. Just because you built like that, it don't mean you got to build like that. You do not have to feed into any negativity. Okay? I appreciate all the love and support. If you fooled it with me, please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, please either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, I love all y'all. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.